You haven't commented actually on my new sweater.
I actually really like it.
Well, I had to fish for it, but like...
Well, no, I saw it yesterday.
You didn't say anything.
You're right, I didn't.
So I had to ask you to compliment me.
It's funny. You fish for your compliment with your spray tans, and then I get it. And then you fish for your compliment with your haircuts, and then I get it. And then it's never good enough. It's never good enough.
I don't think I fish for compliments for my spray tans.
You have.
What?
You've been like, you didn't say anything. I got a spray tan. You didn't say anything.
Have you ever taken those love languages tests?
Yeah.
What are yours?
So it's funny. Well, I guess I've never taken like a test, but like I read the book, and by read the book I mean listened to the book.
Oh.
And my ones, I think I'm acts of service and gift giving and acts of service. Those are my big ones.
That's what you give and what you like to receive?
I like to receive those two things. I'm a big act of service giver. Big act of service giver.
Couldn't tell.
Those would be words of affirmation.
You are, but no, you do show up. I'm just giving you the shit.
What are your love languages? I'm curious. Actually, let me guess. Can I guess?
You want to guess my love languages?
Yes.
Okay.
I think, and this is so weird for me to say.
What? I think love can be given as friends as also romantically.
Well, no, but what I'm about to say, I actually do think physical touch is one of yours. But if I touch you...
Don't you dare touch me.
Your skin crawls. But I actually think physical touch is one of yours.
You know what's funny? So I took a test and I was like, I can't figure it out. I like a little of everything. Because we got the 5 love languages. What
are the 5 love languages, Des?
Acts of service, physical touch, words of affirmation, quality time, and gift giving, right? And I was like, man, I just find myself a little in all of them, except gift giving. I've never been huge into that, but I do love giving good gifts. So that's...
You like giving gifts.
Yeah, which is so funny because I don't love I don't know how this all works. But I took a test and I was like, I'm going to finally figure it out. I'm going to finally do this. And it wasn't just a quick 2-minute test. It was literally like a 10, 15-minute test.
I'm going to take it right now.
Okay, please don't. And I came back and it was like, you scored... and I can't do the quick math right now, but like 22% words of affirmation, 22 quality time, 22 acts of service, 22 physical touch, 2% gift giving.
Really?
So I need everything. Basically, I'm pretty easy. Other than that you just have to be perfect. You know what I mean? And give me every single love language there is.
Yeah, other than that,
it's so easy.
But what I was going to say, because you were like, it doesn't make sense that I'm a big gift giver, but I don't really care about receiving gifts. One of the things I learned when I read the book, listen to it, is that typically the love languages you enjoy receiving and the love languages you enjoy giving don't always match up.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh.
But what I did find interesting is that sometimes, like, love language people don't always match up. So, like, typically, like, a couple... Welcome to Sportsball, relationship podcast. Typically, a couple, they won't match up. Their love languages won't always match up. And so, like, I've fallen into trouble sometimes by being like, oh, I'm a big active service guy, so I like giving active service. And assuming that I'm showing my partner so much love, but they're not a big active service receiver, so they're like, you're not showing me any love.
Dude, it's so
which is why the love languages exist, because then you're like, well, what do you need?
What do you need? And then you have to try harder. But see, okay, you know what? Maybe it's a good thing that I'm all of them. So, like, you throw a rock, it's probably one of my love languages. You know, now we're flipping it. Maybe I'm not so difficult.
Okay, but ignore the test for a second. What do you...
Impossible. I don't know how. I'm extremely data-driven gal.
I know you are. What do you think your top love languages are?
My top?
Yeah.
God, it depends on the day, dude.
Oh my God.
I know. I would say... Acts of service. Holy cow, that was so hard.
I was gonna say.
I just freaked out. I was actually malfunctioning. Acts of service, I think so.
Okay.
To receive, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's close.
Sure.
It's a tight run.
Okay.
Anyways, hi, how are you?
I'm doing good, Des. I'm doing really good. I was thinking about it. I'm doing really good. I woke up on the right side of the bed today.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow, how funny the world works, huh? 'Cause, just so you guys know, we are recording like an hour later than we typically do.
So much later.
And I'm not doing well. I am not doing well. My body is dying. I have a raging headache. I did not wake up on the right side of the bed.
Des is playing hurt, but sometimes that's what you got to do.
I'm showing up for the team.
Yep.
No, coach, don't put me on IR just yet.
Yeah.
Maybe right after this episode, you won't see me for 4 weeks.
Take a big sip of that Spindrift.
Ah, thank you.
What's your favorite Spindrift flavor?
Okay, limon, or grapefruit.
I like grapefruit,
Yeah.
which is funny because I don't like grapefruit claws or grapefruit seltzers.
Wow, now we're really
It's a weird
getting into.
taste.
I love citrus seltzers.
I love citrus seltzers. I don't subscribe. There are people that like will die on the hill of like, if you give me black cherry, I'll punch you in the face.
Oh, I like black cherry.
I don't mind black cherry at all.
Nice walk
but
in the park.
I don't have like, I'll drink a grapefruit seltzer, but there are people that are like, do not give me blank flavor seltzer.
Or I'll punch you in the face.
Like, dude, there's one that you don't like.
I don't like mango.
You don't like
I don't
mango.
like tropical.
You don't like the sweet ones.
Yeah, get sweet away from me.
Yeah.
I'm already sweet enough, right?
Uh-huh. Did you get a haircut?
I did.
And it looks good.
I did. Words of affirmation you told me.
Yeah.
You noticed. So
I did.
thank you.
And I noticed your spray tan.
I don't know why I get so uncomfortable about you bringing up that I get spray tans. Because I do it so often. Like, I need
That's
to
okay.
be a little bit tan.
Listen.
It's my vice.
Let me tell you guys something. We live in Los Angeles. I've lived here for over a decade. You just hit 10 years?
February.
She was about to hit 10 years. We live in LA. Sue us. We got to do some stuff.
Sue us. I gotta get a tan.
Yeah.
I gotta dye my hair.
Yeah.
I gotta drink my green smoothie.
I got to go get a professional killer massage. Well, I did get one of those too. Whatever. Haircut.
Haircut. There it is.
Shout out T Rose
Shout out again, our girl T Rose. Well, anyways, before we get into this, because we gotta get into sports.
We do got to get into sports.
Do you have anything this week you want to go over?
I mean, the only biggest thing I want to go over, and I'll save it because it'll segue into Dolphins talk anyway. So, what do you want to get into?
Okay. I think the funniest story this week that I've had is Breck, Drew's dog, Breck, got a DNA kit. He's a little mutt. Drew adopted him when?
July of 2020.
July of 2020.
Literally fun, very, very quick story. I went to pick him up on a Wednesday. I drove like an hour and a half to go pick him up, picked him up, came home. The next day, our landlords text us and say, hey guys, COVID's getting really gnarly. You guys have 60 days I'm gonna evict you. We were paying rent. It wasn't like that. He had to move out of whatever place he lived in and then was going to move into the place he was renting out to us for his own thing. So I got a dog, and then the next day we were like, oh, you have to move out. And it's COVID, so no one has a job.
Which also sucks because I don't think a lot of people knew this. Drew and his two roommates, Drew and Connor, our friend Connor had Connor, and his other roommate, and me and Emily and another Connor. Shout out other Connor. We both lived in townhouses that literally shared walls. So Drew's bedroom wall was sharing my bedroom wall.
Yeah.
Like we were
it was friends. Like we all
just went back and forth. Like, what are you guys doing? We had a couple earthquakes in those townhouses.
We did.
We would check on each other
all the time.
COVID was nice living right next door to each other.
We skirted the lines of like.
Well, that was our bubble.
I know, but
yeah, absolutely, it was fun.
So anyway,
so Drew also got a dog, and he's always wanted to name a dog Copper, and he gets Breck, and Breck is like a tan. He's made an appearance once or twice.
He looks like a mini golden retriever.
And he has a tan, reddish.
He just got a haircut.
And he looks, some would say, like a copper fur coat. And Drew says, I've always wanted to name a dog Copper.
Like, I literally have always wanted to.
And he picks him up and he goes, I will call you Breckenridge.
Breck.
So
the reason I've always wanted to name a dog Copper, one, I think it's cute, but I've always wanted to name a dog after a mountain in Colorado because I'm from Colorado, like a ski mountain. And Copper was like my mountain growing up. And I just thought that would make sense. But then the whole thing that moved us around is that I almost, before Breck, he doesn't know this, but before Breck, I was really close to adopting another dog.
Oh my God.
And it was a little whippet. It was they're like mini greyhounds. They're like little mini greyhounds.
What? You were going to adopt?
It wasn't just another dog. They're tiny. It's not like...
I don't know why that's so funny.
The little ones are always like shaking all the time.
Shaking. Literal anxiety in a body.
I mean, so is that.
I mean, so is Breck.
But anyway, and he was black with like a little white patch on his tummy. And I was like, oh, a good name for that dog would be Echo. There's an Echo mountain in Colorado, a really tiny mountain. But I was like, Echo, that's a cool like black and white dog name. And then I didn't get that dog. And then Breck popped up. His name on the adoption site was Clifford. Womp. Stupid name.
I wonder why, because he's a red dog. Red copper dog.
Little big red dog. And I was like, that's dumb. And for some reason, I was like, Breck. And he's Breck.
He is Breck.
Is that Copper? No way.
We are finally landing the plane.
God
so
damn.
Drew gets his DNA kit last night delivered. And we were like, oh my God, so exciting. What's going to happen? Drew opens it up. He's reading it for a second. He goes, oh, this is not going to be fun. And I was like, what? And he's like, I have to stick the cotton swab up his nose. And I was like, how is anyone doing a DNA test for a dog if that's what you have to do?
DNA test.
Pause. Oh, that's for cows.
Bovine is what it said. Bovine.
So, don't miss the fine print if you order a DNA kit.
Don't have to shove it up his little nose.
Don't put it up the nose.
Shout out Uncle Frank and Aunt Sherry. They're the ones that got me the DNA kit. Got us the DNA kit.
Us, not us. It's your dog.
Breck and I, not you.
Oh, right. I'm not involved. Words of affirmation, Drew.
Sorry.
What do you have to do? How do you get his DNA?
Cheek.
Oh, he's going to hate that. He is going to hate that.
Ovine. Okay, so it's bovine, ovine, canine. Those were the things. I was like, what's an ovine? Do you have any guess what an ovine is? Nope. Feline is a cat.
It could be the scientific word for a cat.
Feline is the scientific word for a cat.
And then you go one higher. Drew, it's okay. Us smart people, we just know a little bit more.
We'll get to the NFL eventually.
What is ovine?
A sheep.
I don't know. It's so funny to me that this DNA kit
covers everything.
You could do a cow. You could find a sheep and be like, what type of sheep?
And if you do bovine, ovine, nose. Canine, just sheep.
Don't do the nose. Right in the sheep. Okay, and how is this going to segue into Dolphins? Oh,
no,
your
my
thing. Man, guys, what did I say? Wrong side of the bed. This is going to be a long hour.
I just want to address some footage that was released yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Spill, Drew.
There was some footage that was released yesterday, unconfirmed, of me, someone resembling me.
It has been confirmed.
Wearing a Philadelphia Eagles hat.
It has been confirmed.
And I want to get out ahead of this and I'm going to be the bigger man and admit it. It was me.
It has now officially been confirmed.
Wearing a Philadelphia Eagles hat. Let me tell you why I was doing that. I am always rooting for the Dolphins. Always. And if the Eagles beat the Chargers, it greatly helped the Dolphins' playoff chances. I was doing that even while last week I picked the Chargers to beat the Eagles because I'm a competitive person. And so I was killed in 2 B's, 1 S. You know what I mean?
That is what they say.
And so people who want to get a little gotcha moment, fake fan. No.
Oh.
A very, very real fan. Uh-huh. I was using that moment. I was cheering on the Eagles to beat the Dolphins shut up. the Eagles to beat the Chargers in order to help the Dolphins. What I did think was funny is there were so many Eagles fans at this bar, and I would just like scream random stuff like Kevin Patullo sucks. And people would turn around and be like, yeah, that guy. And I'm like, yeah.
There are like trigger words that you can say as Eagles fans that we've really latched onto.
Mainly just their coaches. Patullo, Sirianni.
Yeah. Get him out of here. And everyone's like, yeah, you don't know who's
there was this guy who I resonated with him because he really wanted to have connection with me.
He did. He kept looking at you. Or anyone else.
He kept looking at me. So at one point during a commercial, he looks over to me and our friend Perry. Shout out Perry. Really big shout out Perry.
Yeah.
That guy had a tough loss last night.
Tough loss.
Anyway, and he goes, where are you guys from? And so then Perry answers first and goes, I'm from Vegas. My dad's from Philly. That Vegas didn't have a team when I was a kid. Whatever. And then like they talked for a bit and then they just dissipated. But I really wanted to be able to answer the question. Be like, where are you from? Be like, a funny story. I'm from Denver, Colorado. I'm actually a diehard Dolphins fan, and that's why I'm wearing this Eagles hat. And for him to just be like, what? What?
It's just like there's times when Drew's out in public and like he like has to say hello to everyone. And I'm like, sometimes you don't need to. Sometimes people just want to exist. You can just walk past them, and Drew has to say hi. When
we left the Cosm after the Commanders game, there were these like 4 or 5 people that were like in like suits and ties, and like they had buttons. They had like NFL buttons, I think, because they worked for the NFL.
They were there. Yeah.
I was assuming that they worked for the Cosm, so we're all leaving. I walk out the door. They're standing by the door, and I go, "Thanks, guys," because I thought they worked for the Cosm, and they all looked at me like, "Yeah, what? Sure." And then I look at Des and I go, I don't have to talk to everybody.
I said, and I was 10 feet ahead of him. I was like, I don't know him. This man is following me. I don't know him. Every time we have an outing, there is something that Drew does. And I'm like, you don't have to XYZ, but it's great. It's always a great night. So speaking of a great night, your Dolphins and our records. Let's do it.
You know what's cool? I've been waiting to do this for a second.
I've been really excited for it, but now that everyone is doing it, I don't like it as much. I'm a little emo.
You know what I'm about to do?
Yeah. Drew just flipped it to 6-7, his record, and now he's doing that stupid 6-7 juggling balls thing.
Don't know what it means. Tell me what it means.
No one knows what it means.
Dolphins are 6-7, baby. One more win away from getting back to 500.
Wow. And you did say they were going to lose out, and they have now won, 5 in a row?
They have won 4 in a row and 5 of their last 6 games.
That's pretty crazy.
Piping hot team. One of the hottest teams in the NFL.
Totally, for sure. You know who's also pretty hot? The GD Dim Bees.
Uh-huh. Totally.
My head is throbbing. 11-2, baby. We are the literal number one in, I'm sorry, not the AFC West. I'm sorry, not the AFC. Number one in the entire GD NFL, baby. Let's go. 11-2. Beat those Raiders like I said we would. But enough about probably a fun team. Let's talk about the Dolphins.
A really fun team.
Yeah.
I'm going to start. I didn't know if I wanted to start this way or in this way, but I'm just going to start right now.
Okay.
An egregious thing recently happened, and I just found out this morning. I don't know when it happened. But egregious work by the NFL and the TV people and all their schedule moving around.
I don't know what he's about to say, you guys.
The Dolphins play Monday night this upcoming week. That's still happening. Whatever.
Okay.
Great. You know what was crazy, though? The Dolphins had back-to-back primetime games. Week after their Monday night game, Sunday night game against Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. Nope, not anymore. We play at 10 a.m. on Sunday. We got flexed out. No more Sunday night primetime game for the Dolphins. We play a normal 10 a.m. on the West Coast normal game.
Who'd they flex in?
The Patriots and Ravens, I think.
Why
or the Bills and Ravens?
Anyone want to watch that? I'm going to look it up. You just keep ranting.
We got flexed out. One of the hottest teams in the NFL.
Patriots, Ravens.
Yeah. One of the hottest. And let me say something else.
Oh, my God.
A couple years ago, that makes total sense. The Ravens aren't looking great. Love you, Evan. Shout out, Evan. The Ravens aren't looking great. And by that point, the Patriots are basically in. The Ravens are going to be clamoring for a spot, but they're only one game. Like, there's not massive.
You guys are tied. Same record with the Ravens.
We're both 6-7. No,
Yeah.
I think the Ravens have a better record.
Okay, go ahead and check, Drew. Go ahead and check.
I'm gonna check in silence.
It's okay.
I'm pretty sure
Okay.
the Ravens. Ravens are 6-7. So it's just like. What are we doing? I get it. It makes sense, but I'm pissed off about it.
Uh-oh.
But enough about that. Let's go over the Dolphins. We're talking about the Dolphins here.
Yeah,
We're not outside none of that crap. As I've stated several times before, 4 games in a row, 5 out of their last 6. De'Von Achane, beast again, except he got hurt.
Oh, how bad is it actually?
He's probably gonna be fine. He's fine.
Oh,
Mike McDaniel said after the game that he just wanted to rest him. We were already just annihilating the Jets, and they said let's give him some rest. In an emergency, he could have come back in. So
he actually said that.
McDaniel's dead. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So everything's fine. There's a rib injury. Here's what's crazy. He left in the second quarter. No. It's 4 quarters in football.
What?
Second quarter he left in.
That means there's
and
2
he
quarters.
still had 92 yards.
Oh my gosh.
That guy.
That guy. He's
But everyone's
good.
like, oh, the Dolphins are just De'Von Achane. That's all they're. No, they're not. Jaylen Wright. Ever heard of him?
No.
107 yards. First NFL touchdown. Second year player. Came out of nowhere. Ollie Gordon, Dez's favorite.
Ollie Gordon, not
The
Derrick
second
Henry.
coming of Derrick Henry.
No, he's not.
He's
Anyways.
the prince.
Okay.
As they call King Henry. Prince Ollie Gordon. Prince Ollie!
Oh! Oh my God, we love nicknames at SBHQ.
Guys.
Prince Ali.
That just popped into my
You're
noggin.
so smart, Drew. You're not always right, but
I
you're
woke up on
smart.
the right side of the bed. I'm
I
feeling
am.
good. So Prince Ollie Gordon, another TD. Not a lot of yards, but had a great game. Dolphins ran for 239 yards.
Wow.
We got ourselves a little run game maybe, huh?
Well, because Tua is like literally dying. All he wants to do is to throw an interception. In fact, he's like, no, you know what? I'm not going to throw a complete pass. I need to find someone on the opposite team to take this ball.
And yet, Tua didn't throw a pick this game.
I'm sure he's pretty upset by it.
Dez hates Tua. Dez doesn't hate Tua. Dez
I don't
hates
hate him.
being forced to have to watch Tua football, which...
Acts of service.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting watching this GD Dolphins game. I'm just shortening all my words today.
I know, I was noticing that. I'm about it. I like abbreviations.
I just don't like thinking hard right now.
It's all good. So whatever. Another cool thing, as a fellow AFC East member, love to just knock out any other team. With this win, Jets officially no more playoffs this year. Not that anyone thought they were going to squeak by.
You
but
never know. You
till
never know.
It's all done. So that's cool. Fun fact about that, the Jets, it's now their 15th year in a row missing the playoffs. It is the longest active playoff drought in the NFL. And yet, somehow, the Jets have still won a playoff game more recently than the Dolphins. How does that make sense?
You know, it's pretty crazy because I have to say something. I have to insert
Just in
my
general,
piece.
because I'm just on
No,
fire.
I love it. The Broncos until last year was the second longest active
That's true.
playoff drought. So just all you little Broncos country peeps, be grateful.
What
Continue.
segment are we in? The Dolphins. Shut up.
I deserve it. Keep going. I'm gonna sit back.
Speaking of Tua, he was fine. He was fine. 13 for 21 for 127 yards and a touchdown. Whatever. Cool, Tua. I'm also over it. And you know what's funny? I wish we use our phones to film, so I can't do this. I had this thought the other day. There's a DM from me on Twitter to Tua.
What?
He never replied. But like
You DM'd
I DM'd Tua.
You DM'd Tua?
I DM'd Tua. This was like, oh God. I think it was either right around his first concussion or it was even, I think it was before that. Because I think it was like when Flores was his coach and everyone was like, Tua sucks, why is he here? Flores is the right, whatever. And I DM'd him and I was like, hey man, stay strong. I'm a big fan of yours. So happy to have you on my team. Like really happy. I just wanted to show my support.
Oh my god!
And it's funny how the tides turn. Because get off my team. I don't want you anymore. I love you as a person. I think you're so cute. You little dweeby boy.
He's very handsome.
Des thinks he's handsome.
You need to go in and delete that DM before he sees it, because then he's gonna think, "Oh, I have a fan."
He's not gonna see it now.
You never know.
I am getting big. I mean, I always forgot to say this. I thought I was recognized.
Dude, we were at the bar last night, and Drew was telling me a story this morning. He goes, "I have a pretty recognizable face," which is very true. When Drew goes places, a lot of people are like, "Hey, I know you," and he's like, you don't. Like, he was making an example from last night.
A lot of people, like, when I'm bartending, a lot of people be like, oh, you served me last year. And it's like, I never worked here last year.
Yeah, he
or
didn't
like,
work there.
we met last time at so-and-so's birthday. And I'm like, I don't know who that is. Like, people, they think they know me.
Yes.
You think you know me.
Drew was waiting to get a drink, and this guy kept staring at him. And Drew just, like, sort of accidentally kept catching eye contact, and then they would look at each other and the guy would like wave at him and like just like, hey, like long time no see. And Drew was like, he didn't ever say anything, which shocker for you.
No, he never waved. He never.
Oh, you said he did like a hey.
He kind of like, it wasn't as much of like a, like it wasn't so much that it would have made me go talk to him, which as we all know doesn't take a lot.
But now I'm thinking, was he hitting on you? Is it? Wait, now we've gotten to someplace. Is Drew just recognized everywhere, or is he just getting
massively handsome,
hit on left, right, and center? This is actually a very good point. But we're going with the other point that Drew thinks he's recognized everywhere because he is.
The reason I brought this up
is because go ahead.
We went to Jameson's for the Broncos game, and as being next to Des as long as I've been helping with Broncos for Dummies and doing Sportsball, like lately when we went to the Chargers game, went to the Broncos game, we go to Jameson's, and like Des is getting recognized pretty consistently when we go to Broncos circles, and it's really cool to see. She's been getting asked for like photos, and like I even brought it up. She was asked for a photo at this game, the Jameson's game, or the Raiders game at Jameson's. And the first couple years when I was with Des, people would be like, oh my God, I know, like explaining, I know you from Instagram. You're Broncos for Dummies. I love your content. Can I get a picture? And this person just went up and said, can I get a picture? And I think that's like a big step because they're just like assuming they know, you know why they know you. Or you know why they know you. That was right, whatever. And so I just thought that was cool. So, and Des was saying it was the first time in a long time where she felt a lot of eyes on her. And so I was like, I want eyes on me. So then I was at the bar the next night for the Eagles game, and I was like, I literally had this thought. I was like, maybe he knows me from the internet.
So maybe. Now we're going to hang on to this moment in this bit, and Drew is just wildly recognized from the internet.
Could you imagine if I showed up to him and was like, hey man, you want a picture? Hey man, you want to grab a picture? Hey, I got you. Let's flick
because
up.
all my Bravo peeps, my Vanderpump Rules peeps, we were at that same bar and Tom Schwartz was there and not a single person asked him for a picture. But don't you worry, there was a guy staring at Drew thinking, I need to ask that Sportsball guy for a picture.
You want to flick up?
Flick up?
You want to flick up?
Don't ever say that again.
You want to grab a tight pick?
Stop, Drew. You're making me angry.
Sorry.
Continue.
All right. Back to the Dolphins.
Yes.
I like, it's funny because the last couple weeks I've been like, whatever, we're winning, but like nothing's gonna happen, and I still don't think anything's gonna happen. But for the sake of content, for the sake of like excitement, and like I'm excited, like let's go. I was trying to. The Athletic does this thing where they have like a playoff like calculator. And you can select all the wins and losses and see what you need.
Fine.
You have to pay for it. So if anyone wants to shoot me some money for Athletic subscription or Athletic, you want to sponsor us? Let's go. Anyway, I couldn't do it. So then I was on ESPN. Theirs is stupid. And I Google every week. I'm like, Dolphins rooting guide for week 15. That one's not out yet. No one's figured that out. Mainly because I don't think anyone cares. But whatever.
Okay. We're landing this plane in 3, 2...
Well, I want to root for the teams to root for. I'm rooting for the Dolphins. Like, let's make a run. Let's go to the playoffs.
Yeah, okay.
But you know what we need to do before anything else? We need to win. So,
yes,
Monday night against the Steelers and stupid. God, I hate Aaron Rodgers.
Stupid.
And I have tried to like him several times. Hate him. So whatever, we need that.
No, he's a stupid little... Have you watched VeggieTales ever?
Jew.
VeggieTales, it's a Christian cartoon thing, and there's an asparagus head in that stupid cartoon that looks like stupid Aaron Rodgers. Look it up. Look for the asparagus head. He looks like Aaron Rodgers. Continue.
So we gotta take him down.
Stupid asparagus
Last thing I'll
head.
say, and this game is in Pittsburgh, and people know Pittsburgh in December can get a little chilly. Tua, listen to this stat. This is crazy. This was Tua's first win in sub 46 degree weather. Everyone said the Dolphins and Tua can't play in cold weather.
They can't play in cold weather.
Well, now they can, because Tua in cold weather, my man's 13 for 21 for 110, 27 yards and 1 touchdown. Look out, elite numbers.
Elite. So now...
He's also 7-0 when he starts against the Jets. So he is the Jets' daddy.
Wow. So what are you thinking about Monday? Like, how truly are you feeling? I guess we'll talk about it
in our primetime picks. But I'm feeling optimistic, which is bad.
I did not.
Which is not good.
Oh.
So, Dolphins. Let's talk about planes. The Dolphins plane going up. Up. Going up all the way to... Watch this.
I'm watching
Going all the way to like a mile high.
And we're landing to this mile-high DB Onkos, baby.
God, I am on fire with these segues.
I am...
And you are just...
So sorry. I have never seen you this animated, this lit up. I think, though, we're a good team because if I'm up here, Drew hands me the rock. I'm the rock. Huh? What is it? The basketball term.
Yeah, the rock.
He said. The Rock. I am the Rock. I am Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
No,
I think
you aren't the Rock. You're given the Rock.
This episode, he's Dwayne the Rock Johnson, and
because my teammate's playing hurt.
Yeah, and I'm like Kevin Hart, except sometimes Kevin Hart is funnier, and I don't think I'm that.
Sometimes Kevin Hart's always funnier than the Rock. Don't get me started on the Rock.
Drew doesn't like the Rock.
I don't dislike the Rock. I'm just like whatever.
Oh, I think he's the best. But you know what is even better than The Rock? It's the Broncos being 11-2. Let's go, baby! Guys, okay, second time playing the Raiders. I said we were going to beat them, and everyone was like, don't say that, trap game. Guys, I said that the first time, and it was 10-7 at the end of the game. That was going to be a trap game. This second time, the Broncos, they're feeling confident. They're feeling good. They have an identity now. And yes, the Raiders game was beginning of November. It was literally a month ago. But so much has happened in this span. I mean, we've won 10 straight games, okay? 10 straight games. Absolutely unreal. Last time we lost, September. What was I doing in September? I don't think... Oh, I knew something in September, and now I probably know something. You know, that's how long it's been. I can't think of what I did in
Ovine. You learned what an ovine is.
I didn't know what an ovine was in September, and now I do. That's how long it's been since the Broncos have won or lost a game, okay?
How many haircuts have you had since September?
Just one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I go like every 12 weeks.
Okay.
Which means that would have been 2. I've had 2 haircuts, probably, maybe. That's not the point. All right. This is the best record through 13 games since 2013, you guys. It is nothing short of identical to our 2015 season. And back then, listen, I was a fan. I've always been a fan. But was I an analyst fan? Was I a dummy then? Yes, but not in a good way. So this is the first time paying attention. As a reminder, you guys, Our offense was not great. Yes, we had Peyton Manning. He was limping through. We've talked about it on this pod before. We had an elite kicker, McManus, kicking bombs left, right, and center. We had an undeniably amazing defense, which we have now. It's just matching up so well. Gary Kubiak, a top coach in the league. We have Sean Payne, a top coach in the league. Everything about this season is so representative of what we saw a decade ago. And I said it last week, and I'll keep saying it again. The last time we had this record, and every time we've had this type of a record, we have made not the playoffs. We have made the GDSB. All right. That is what we have made. And it's absolutely insane. Another thing that's sort of crazy, I love the similarities between the Dolphins schedule and the Broncos schedule because you played the worst team in your division and you won. We played the worst team in our division and we won. We have now swept the Raiders. Good. I freaking hate the Raiders. Okay. But what's also crazy is we finally we had 10 straight games without an opening drive touchdown. That's a third active longest streak.
That's
finally,
crazy.
We did it.
Yeah.
The Raiders had never had an opening drive touchdown until the Broncos. So that's so cool that we can do that for them. But it's a little bit, it's fine. And also this was like the first time that we didn't trail all season.
That's also crazy.
Don't love that. I don't love that. But the thing is there's like not much to talk about this game. Like it wasn't like, we're not talking Giants game. We're not talking the Texans game. We're talking a game against the Raiders that we won fair. We
fair
won
and square.
We won fair and square, Raiders. You hear that? It just was a good, solid, juicy win. So I think this was the game, ironically, and the Raiders are so awful, but finally people are putting respect on the Broncos name. Finally, people are like, you know what? Broncos, we were watching ESPN this morning. They're in the top 5 teams to make the Super Bowl. So we got Rams, killer team. Seahawks, killer team. Bills was one of them that ESPN predicted, which I thought was interesting.
And not the Patriots.
Very interesting. Who knows? We got the Broncos and we got the Packers. So that is what I'm going to look forward on. I mean, besides like, I don't really have any crazy notes about this because everything else I took was honestly about the Chiefs, let's be honest, because we love to see that. Mims did have, yes, his first career punt return touchdown. Which
Des and I both had to search 7 different times.
There's no way.
Like, that's his first punt return touchdown?
Because he's been in the Pro Bowl twice.
He's been in the league 3 years. This is his third year. And his first 2 years, he was in the Pro Bowl as a punt returner.
So, I mean, let's make it 3 this year, right? But, I mean, absolutely unreal. And it was so cool the way he was directing it. Like, he literally started pointing. One of our players, and I can't remember, he was like, got it, captain. Literally, absolutely decks a guy so that Mims could cut the route and then go all the way in for a touchdown.
It was really cool.
It was so awesome. It was just nice to just feel confident going into a game. It just is like, all right, this is what it's like when you trust your team fully. And we've been through a lot of ups and downs this season, which is weird to say at 11-2, but it never did I think I could sit and just watch a game and be like, yeah, we're going to win. Yeah, absolutely, we're going to win. So it's a good thing, I think. Oh, this is one stat I found, which is very interesting. So Nix, he is tied for the 5th most wins by a quarterback in his first 2 seasons in the NFL, okay? He has 21 wins.
Okay.
He is 3 away from, so which would make 24, right? Russell Wilson has the most wins in the first 2 seasons as a quarterback in the NFL, which is pretty crazy, right? Russell Wilson, R.I.P. what used to be, you know what I mean?
I know. Tale of 2 parts of his career.
That's exactly what I was thinking. But Nix is tied, like I said, 5th most wins, 21. Who do you think he's tied with?
Currently?
It's not a current quarterback, but right now, the record, he is tied with a quarterback for 5th most wins. First 2 seasons in the NFL.
John Elway.
One more time.
John Elway.
John Elway? Close. Not as good. Dan Marino. Just kidding. Dan Marino's pretty good. But how crazy is that?
Danny Boy right here.
Danny Boy and Johnny Boy we got up here on the wall.
Now, as a Dolphins fan, I will say, you want to be compared to one of the greatest gunslingers of all time, Dan Marino. However, there's one glaring 0 with Danny Boy's stats, and it's he never won a championship. He's one of the greatest to never do it. Wait. Oh. Sorry.
What?
I'm looking at, for everyone who's not watching us, so I have a Dolphins poster behind me. It's a picture of Dan Marino, but it's a Dolphins poster. And I was looking, and they have all of like the stats, and it says Super Bowl champions 2. And I was like, what? Dolphins Super Bowl champions.
Okay, cool. You are a Dolphins fan, right? Not Eagles?
Fins up.
Not Broncos. So one interesting thing, we were heading to back home, Mile High, baby, to play the Green Bay Packers, baby. And I did say, I think this is going to be an L. But here's the thing. In the league, there is only one team that's unbeaten at home this season. And it's the GDDBs. Okay?
Mm-hmm. I think, like, because Dez is, like we've said, playing hurt. There's a lot going on with Dez right now. So I think she's just, like, minimal work. And it's just, like, just shorten words to just
my words.
Single letters.
And then you'll have to read my mind. Okay? Our final 4 games, 3 of our final 4 games are going to be in Denver. We're the only team in the league that is undefeated at home. That's spooky scary, right? Monsters, what was it called? Monsters Monday. The Mike and Sully thing.
Game.
Scary, scary feet. That's what the announcers kept saying. Scary, scary feet. Scary, scary for teams coming into Denver. Ooh spooky. But man, I don't know. The Packers are a force to be reckoned with. Mm-hmm. It is going to be, I think, the toughest game I've looked at in a very long time. Maybe the Chiefs. When we went to the Chiefs.
The Chiefs would have been the game before.
Yeah. And then I would think before the Chiefs, it would have been the Eagles that I was nervous about.
Yeah.
So the 2 Super Bowl champs and now a team that we're about to play, I think is going to be our hardest game. That is Super Bowl contender now.
For sure.
I'm feeling nervous for Sunday. All hands on deck, Broncos country. We got to really show up for our boys in orange and blue.
I just think it's going to be a sweet game. Like I'm looking up right now. I wonder what the weather's going to be because I want it to just be like a snowy old school.
Ooh.
Hold on, I got it.
Okay.
Weatherman Drew. 10-day weather forecast for Denver, Colorado. 61 degrees today, partly cloudy, high of 61.
Not today, Sunday.
Winds
Sunday.
coming from the west from 10 to 20 miles per hour.
True, Sunday.
Wow, it's just a lot of partly cloudy. Sunday, we got 62 degrees, so it's going to be a beautiful day.
Okay, so no snow.
That's still going to be cool, though.
That's still going to be cool. So, all that being said, I think I personally will have more to talk about next week because, the Raiders lost. No big shocker. So
partly cloudy this evening with more clouds for overnight, low of 33 degrees.
That's so cool, Drew. That is really
Put on a coat
cool.
tonight, guys, in Denver.
Okay.
That's it.
That's all I have. I know. Hey, another episode in the Winner's Warehouse.
I was going to say, 3rd Winner's Warehouse in a row. 4th Winner's Warehouse in a row?
Dude, yeah, 4
because I've won 4 in a row.
And
the Dolphins
I haven't
won,
lost.
Yeah,
so.
or the Broncos.
Yeah.
4th Winner's Warehouse in a row.
We have been in the Winner's Warehouse. Oh, wow. Warehouse.
Don't make fun of Des when she says things silly.
A full month.
Yeah.
A full month.
Yeah.
A month ago, I didn't even know what ovine was.
What is it now, Des?
It's a sheep.
Nice.
Nice.
And what do you have to do if you're testing its DNA?
In the nose.
Stick it up the nose.
So with that being said, guys, comments, reviews, we gotta read it. Okay, we are only doing this through the end of the year. So if you are dying to say something on air in front of millions, in fact, I'm pretty sure our Spotify rap said that we had at least 1,600, not 1,600 top listeners.
Which is awesome.
Which is so cool, yeah.
And we do just want to, and we'll get in because some people brought it up, but, seeing people share their Spotify raps and having us be in it, that's so cool.
What the hell? Yeah.
And then we, as creators, got our version of the Spotify Wrapped, and it was just cool to see all of you and the listeners and the growth, and at first, the first couple episodes, it was and also awesome, but our friend that we know commented on this, or we know this person, and now it's these are random people in the world that are listening to us. It's because you're being
recognized at bars, Drew.
I'll flick up.
Stop saying that. Okay.
Flick up whenever you want.
For Spotify comment, oh my God. Max Baumgartel. I'm so sorry if I said that wrong.
So close to Max Baumgartner.
I know.
Bet, Max, you get that a lot?
I'm sure he does. You guys were my top podcast for 2025 Spotify Wrapped. I didn't know this. I didn't read ahead. Thank you for making me laugh every single week and your fantastic info into the NFL. As a huge Broncos fan, I really appreciate the commentary. Max, dude, I said 16 of you are our favorite. Max, looks like you're one of our favorites.
Max, that's so cool, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Another Spotify comment from STPSP364.
I think it's... Yeah, that's what I think.
I think Chris Collinsworth was saying Mariota's name perfectly.
Oh my God, don't make me start.
Also, Dolphins are on fire. It's about to be a Dolphins-Broncos AFC Championship game. Can I get an amen? Amen! STSP364, you are firing me up. You are my hype person. Let's go. It's not delusional if it makes you happy, and I'm ecstatic. Fins up and let's ride. Don't think you should say that anymore.
No, you're not. It's fine.
It's fine. Best podcasters in dub business. Go Sportsball. Awesome comment.
Broncos Dolphins AFC Championship. Yo,
that would be
you
insane.
Wild for saying that, dude. You wild man, woman, them 364, 369. And then we don't got any Apple reviews. So
that's okay, though.
That's totally fine. Oh, Bartender's Handshake on YouTube. Our friend Connor.
Shout out, Connor.
We all heard it. Dez is running a marathon. Let's go. Not once. I'd be very clear. Not once did I say, count me in, Tiger. Count me in, TB. No, I'm not running the Taco Bell GD marathon.
But what's even crazier is on YouTube, Colorado Kevin 5280, nice name. Do it, Drew. Start training now. Taco emoji. For anyone who missed it, last week we talked about the Taco Bell marathon that was being run in New York or something initially.
No, I think it started in Colorado.
I know, but what was the one that you were talking?
Oh, DC.
DC, the DC Taco Bell marathon. But we found out that it started in Colorado 9 years running. No pun intended. I think we should do a little bet ski.
You must stop, Drew. You must stop. Like, you can't stop whenever you want. Like, this is becoming a problem.
I still might do it.
Oh, my God.
Regardless.
Oh, my God.
But if the Dolphins, I want to say make the playoffs, but that's so not possible. If the Dolphins end with a winning record, which means we have to win out, I will guarantee you I will do the Taco Bell Marathon in Denver next year. Whoa.
Okay.
I got you, Colorado Kevin.
Wow.
Start training right now, which I am because I ate a cold Doritos Locos taco last night.
He did. It was fascinating. And Tyler Wicks, 1694. Drew, current age, 34, which to him is old, has now obtained the title Grampy Drewski. Promptly pops the chapstick. Make it stop. Good.
I don't have it on me.
I think I'm going to run the Taco Bell 50K. Yo, Tyler Wicks, Drew's going to be right with you.
I'll be right there next to you, baby.
Grampy Drewski is going to be right with you. I like that, Grampy Drewski.
That's me.
You old man. Literally, he sat down and we had to finish setting up, and he sat down with the largest... And I was like, you realize you're not sitting permanently, right?
You ever stretch and it like takes over and you're like,
We gotta get into league catch up.
All right.
Take it away.
I mean, we talked about kind of doing the league catch up, and so we're going to talk about several different games, but the one kind of overarching theme for this league catch up is all of these teams. Talk about Dolphins on a plane up to Mile High, and up there at Mile High, the Broncos are chilling, the best team in the league. These teams, their plane is going down safely. No one's going to die. But their planes are crashing and burning. Starting with the game we watched last night.
We're going to start with Eagles Chargers.
Well, you said, Drew, all right, peek behind the curtain. You said, Drew, take it away, and then the first game on this rundown is the game that you want to talk about.
Oh, because I thought you wanted to explain the teams that are sinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are the Cowboys sinking?
I would say, I think so.
Now we got a good little sports debate.
Oh my God.
I would say the Cowboys have always kind of been sinking. I mean, they were like kind of coming up, but like the teams that I was thinking of are like teams that either were killer last year aka in the
The Lions.
Super Bowl. But the Lions won.
I know, but I just think... Okay, you know what? They're not sinking. Neither of these teams are sinking, but the Thursday night game I watched, Drew didn't. He's not a real fan because there was a lot of like interesting little facts that I had no idea about the Lions and or the Cowboys. I was like, I really want to go over this game real quick. So they're waiting. They're not on the sinking Titanic ship. They probably are getting onto a life raft right now.
Okay.
But who knows? A life raft might then sink.
Yeah.
And we're just talking death, okay? So Cowboys 30, Lions 44. What is crazy is that the Lions, in the last 2 games they have played the Cowboys, they have scored 91 points in the last 2 games against the Cowboys.
That's crazy.
The Lions just absolutely score so many points. And mind you guys, the Cowboys somehow are the top offense in the NFL. I'm not saying they're bad. It's just when I think top offense, I'm thinking Hawks. I'm thinking Rams. Like, I'm not thinking the GDCBs, you know? And I mean, trouble in paradise, we say that with the Eagles. George Pickens, so what's his face? CeeDee Lamb goes out, he gets injured because of a concussion. That's what it was. He had to be ruled out with concussion. He wasn't like completely, I was about to say actually injured. Concussions are injuries, and they're very serious. Watch that movie with Will Smith that's called Concussion. I looked at Drew to help me with the name, and he's like, you know it. You know it. But George Pickens out there truly looked like he didn't give a flying F what he was doing. He was like, yeah, I'm out here. Wasn't diving for catches. Wasn't holding on to balls. And I don't know. You have to watch the replays and there was something off about him. And I was like, I don't think he's playing to win. This is a make or break it game for you.
Yeah.
You might not make the playoffs if you lose this game. What's going on? So that was really interesting. Another thing, my ex hit over 1,000 rushing yards. I don't think Javonte Williams hit over 1,000 with the Broncos.
I don't think he did.
So that's so cool for him.
Congratulations.
That's so cool. So one thing about the Lions, this is what's hard about a team that does so well the year prior. It's because everyone comes and scouts your personnel. So the OC left, the DC left, right? So we're just left with good old Daddy Dan Campbell. And they haven't been doing well because the personnel all changed. But the Lions, they have this record that anytime they lose a game, they win a game after that. They've never lost 2 in a row. This is a 15th straight win. Hang on. 15th straight win after a loss, which is now NFL history.
Wow.
Never lost 2 losses in a row in over 15 times. I don't know. Do the math. Do the years. I don't know what that is. But that's an insane comeback, I feel like. And I mean, the Lions, they have a stacked offense, but I think maybe where they're lacking is the defense. Like, Jahmyr Gibbs, the Lions are 8-0 if Gibbs scores a touchdown. If Gibbs doesn't, they're 0-5. What? Okay, so Gibbs is, shut up. Shut up. He's just dropped his, okay. Do you know, I don't know his first name, but, Tesla. Do you know who Tesla is?
No.
Tesla. He is a Isaac Tesla. Okay, because I had to look it up. It's not like Tesla.
Yeah.
It's you pronounce it coleslaw. That's what it says. Tesla. But the jersey is capital T, lowercase e, then capital SLAA.
Whoa.
So it looks like it's like Tesla. Yeah. You know. It's not. I've never seen this man before, but he's a Lions wide receiver, and I was like, that's the coolest last name I've ever seen. I think it's Dutch. I want to say it's Dutch. Drew's on the case. While he's looking that up, another epiphany I had when watching the Lions, and we can move over into everyone who's dying and waiting in the ice cold Atlantic Ocean. That's where the Titanic Slavic. Where the Titanic sink? Pacific.
In the ocean.
Okay.
I'm on it.
I can hear everyone screaming into the ether, being like,
"Well, no, because it was coming from Europe
to New
America.
York." So that's
the Pacific Ocean.
The Pacific Ocean. So one thing about the
no,
Lions,
it's not. It's the Atlantic.
It's the Atlantic Ocean.
And I didn't look it up. I just know that because we are on the Pacific Ocean side. Where did the Titanic?
Okay, it was the Atlantic.
North Atlantic.
Okay. So I was watching Jared Goff, and I'm curious if he's ever gotten this, but he's like sort of like the Temu Ryan Gosling.
So mean.
Like, pull up a picture of Jared Goff.
I know what he looks. I'm looking at the Titanic route
Pull
right
up a
now.
picture of Ryan Gosling and tell me, is he not the team of Ryan Gosling? Because he's handsome and he has a gorgeous wife, Christian Goff. She is absolutely stunning.
I did type Jared Goff, and I was starting to type Ryan Gosling. I wrote RYA, and the second thing is Ryan Gosling lookalike.
Oh, so I'm not the first.
I can see it, actually.
Uh-huh.
I can see it.
Uh-huh.
And you know what, Jared Goff? You're not the Timu Ryan Gosling. You're like a not Pinterest. What's that thing? Etsy. You're like an Etsy Ryan Gosling. Like a good Etsy creator Ryan Gosling.
So he's crafty?
No, like it's better than Timu. There's some good products on Etsy.
All right, that's fine.
I bought my dad an ashtray on Etsy for Father's Day once.
Wow.
I don't think he's ever used it. He doesn't smoke cigarettes. He sometimes enjoys a cigar.
Okay.
Go ahead.
On that point, Eagles Chargers. What a game.
As we know, I was wearing an Eagles hat.
It was absolutely.
I have confirmed it was me.
He has confirmed.
But I mean, look, talk about collapse. The Eagles have lost they've lost all 3 of their last 3 games.
Oof.
They are 8-5 now. They're still in first in the NFC East, but they're 2 games ahead of the Cowboys. Maybe 2 games ahead. We're going to get into this more specifically. Things that don't compute in my brain, I can't look at 2 records and understand games up, games down.
I don't know what you mean by that.
The Broncos are a certain number of games ahead of the Chargers. Mm-hmm. But if the Broncos, argument's sake, if the Broncos were 8-6 and the Chargers were 7-6, they'd only be a half a game, I think, because if they played each other, it doesn't make sense to me. I can't figure it out.
No, yeah. I won't be able to do that for you either.
Thank you. So anyway, there are a certain number of games. I think they're 2 games ahead of the Cowboys. I think, whatever. But this was crazy. This play was insane. Jaylen Hurts is the first player since 1978 to commit 2 turnovers on the same play.
Unreal.
He threw an interception.
Unreal.
Then the guy returning the interception was tackled and fumbled the ball. Then Jaylen Hurts was like, sweet, I'll get this guy again. Got the ball for 2 seconds and then fumbled the ball. So he gained possession of the ball and then fumbled it. So he was credited for an interception and a fumble on the same play. And what's even funny about that, the Monsters Inc. thing just short-circuited. It didn't understand.
Didn't know what to happen.
And so then the commentators were like, "Oh, the play's still going." Meanwhile, all the computer monsters are just running around. Not
My
doing
favorite
anything.
part though is if you're only watching the Monsters Inc. version of the game, you know something's about to happen when Sully gets out there.
They put Sully had 8 interceptions, 19 tackles. He kicked 2 field goals. What is going on?
So, I mean, it's looking bleak over there for the Eagles fans. And what's sort of interesting, earlier this week, they brought in what was supposed to be a positivity booster, but I think it absolutely had the opposite effect. It was called the Vibes Bunny, and it was a inflatable Easter bunny.
Giant.
That is
8,
in their
10
locker
feet
room.
tall. And I was thinking about this. Do you know what's so funny? Because this game was in LA. So now they're going to fly back to Philadelphia, and I can just picture them still all pissed off on the flight, and then they walk in and they see the bunny, and one of them just punches it, and then they take out their knives and just stab it. Because you just show up after that kind of loss, and there's an inflatable Easter bunny in December.
And out of all teams that were ooh, this would work well for, the Philadelphia Eagles are the last team you want an Easter bunny in a locker room for positivity.
I showed Des this post, and I had to be there's no way this is real.
I said it was AI.
It had to have been. It wasn't. So
and they asked Saquon, they were interviewing the players in the locker room. They're like, "Do you know where this came from?" He's like, "I have no idea where it came from." So no one knows where this Vibes Bunny, I think is what they titled it, came from. And the Vibes Bunny did not bring the vibes, to be fair.
No, it did not. I mean, some people had some good games. Like Saquon Barkley had his first 100-plus rushing yard game since week 8 against the Giants, and it's only this is crazy. It's only his second 100-plus rushing game this season. By this time last year, he had 9, including a 200-plus rushing game.
Jeez.
And A.J. Brown had 100 or more receiving yards this game and the last 2 games. So in his last 3 games, he's had over 100 receiving yards. They've lost all 3 of those games. So when A.J. Brown is good, Eagles maybe are bad. He did have 2 drops in this game, and it's the first time all year that he's had 2 drops.
Yeah, it was not good. I mean, we were all rooting for the Eagles to win, actually, and they did not pull through. But what was really interesting is Chargers, I think there were only 9 points total off. I mean, it was turnovers left and right, not just Eagles. Chargers were committing turnovers as well. Only 9 points total were scored off those turnovers. So it was a lot of back and forth, but it was interesting because both defenses held it down for what their offense was doing. But Chargers playoff probability went from 60 to 79%. That's playoff probability, which we all knew they were probably going to make it. It's not to win the AFC West. So I'm not necessarily concerned. But, I mean, it's you just want to see everyone in the AFC West, specifically the Chargers now, lose out as far as Broncos fans go.
And I think what's crazy, too, is, like, we're talking about teams that are sinking. If you look at the Eagles' remaining schedule, like, they have the chance to have a historic, like, flop. And it's not because they're playing hard teams. They're playing crappy teams. But if they keep losing, like, their last 4 games are against the Commanders, who just got annihilated, against the Raiders, against the Bills. That's their only tough game on paper. And then against the Commanders again. If they lose even 2 of those, I mean, like, that's a historic collapse.
It really is. And it's like, I think we've already said this quote, but I'm going to say it again. I think it's in Batman. You either die hero or you live long enough to become the villain. And I think Jalen Hurts is becoming that villain right now.
You know what's crazy is I was getting ready to watch Des, like, struggle through that quote, and she nailed it. Because you do this thing sometimes where you, like, slow down and you get kind of quiet and you're like, then you don't really know what to say. But you did it for effect in a way, and you nailed it. So I was like,
I'm locking in right now. I'm actually starting to sweat a little bit more right now.
I know, I'm not. Good. I know. It's getting kind of toasty.
Oh, okay. Copy. Yeah, for sure.
So anyway, that's Chargers Eagles.
Yes, but one thing that was also very interesting about this Week 14 games, it's the first time that both starting quarterbacks from the previous season Super Bowl, so we have Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes, they both had 0 passing touchdowns and 3+ interceptions in the same week. First time in NFL history. So I think this is just a great transition to talk about the downfall that is the GDKCC. All right.
As I'm gonna let the fellow AFC West person take it away. Who better to talk about the downfall of the Chiefs than Des?
Probably not me.
Okay.
You're definitely going to have to take the rock for a lot of this.
Okay.
But it's fine because the Chiefs, what do they have? Talk about a downfall. They have the same record as the Dolphins.
First time.
They have lost 4 out of their last 5 games. 4 of the last 5 games they have lost. It is absolutely unreal. The last time that Mahomes has thrown 3 interceptions was in December 2022, December 11th, to be exact. Isn't that a song by Seasons? The December 11th, look it up because I think it is a song. Sweet December, and there's the seasons, and I can hear my dad telling me the song right now. Oh, what a night. There it is. The December now is 63. Come on.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, what a night. No, you talk about
December 1963. There's no date, but I'm going to say, oh, what a night. December 11, 1963. Except it wasn't. It's December 11, 2022. We're finally landing the plane. The last time Mahomes threw 3 interceptions was against... You guessed it, the GDDBs, baby. Yeah, the Broncos. Pick left, pick right. Done. It's the worst Chiefs record through 13 games since 2012. Guys.
They didn't even play football back then. They didn't have telephones back then. That was so long ago.
Where was I? I was in college.
Me too.
Ooh, yikes. That was a long time ago. But you guys, the Chiefs, they now have a 15% chance of making the playoffs. Broncos country, if you are not literally journaling every day and saying, I remember this moment, you're going to look back at this time as a Broncos fan we have been through a decade of the Chiefs reigning over us. And we're finally done. It's done. The Chiefs there's no possible way they can win the AFC West for the first time in over 10 years. First time in 10 years. 10 years ago, I didn't know what ovine was. That's how long it was.
And now, Dez is like practically a veterinarian.
And you stick it in the nose, all right? It's been that long. Guys, this is... I truly think, and I just released a Spotify rap thing, and it's like top Broncos moments. And I was like, I don't want to give one of our top moments to the Chiefs' downfall. Like, I want it to be about what the Broncos are doing. But this is so important because the Chiefs needed to have a downfall while we had an upcoming upfall. In order for all of this to happen. Yeah. All of the pieces are coming together. I don't even know if I want to say it, but I mean, to see the Broncos do something really, really, really good. And I'm winking and knocking on wood. Really good. And I think Drew is getting what I'm throwing
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, that is it. So, what a glorious day. Texans beat the Chiefs, and now the Chiefs. Bye.
Bye, Chiefs.
Bye, Chiefs.
Bye, Chiefs.
But you know who's a little bit scary, and they're not dying, because I know this is the whole segment we're doing, but the Texans, they're a little bit scary, and I think we got to look out for them. Yeah. They have won 5 in a row.
Yep.
They're a good freaking team, so don't forget about them.
I haven't.
I know, but you know
forget.
who's not a good team? The Chiefs. So that's what's great about this.
I've never been able to do it like that long. That was, for people just listening, that was with my mouth.
Can we please move on?
Yeah, Commanders Vikings. Talk about fucking collapse. What? The times that I finally decide to throw an F-bomb, they're always the most random, weird times.
It doesn't work, and it's not needed.
All right. JJ McCarthy, who plays for the Vikings. Talk about the Commanders, then I go, JJ McCarthy had his first turnover-free game of his career. Good job, JJ. The Commanders have now lost 8 in a row.
Oh,
this was a team that was in the NFC Championship game.
And that I picked to go to the SB.
The loss also officially eliminates them from playoff contention.
Aww.
And I was thinking this was interesting. So, Jaden Daniels left halfway through the game. He was trying to make a tackle following an interception. He landed hard on his elbow, which was the same elbow that he dislocated. Remember, we all went over the body.
That's your elbow, Drew.
I know, but whatever. We all talked about how elbows, the way they're supposed to move, and his moved the wrong way. It doesn't matter. I in my brain, I'm always like, oh, the Commanders are collapsing. But I'm like, yeah, because Jaden Daniels has been hurt. He's played and started 7 games this season for them.
Huh.
They've lost 10. So 7 of those games he's been playing in. He's been hurt at times, but I think that's interesting.
Yeah.
Talk about hurt. This is not good. Zach Ertz had a torn ACL in this game after a really, really messed up, gnarly low hit as he was jumping up. He was carted off the field, and he was seen being very emotional on the sidelines. All of the Commanders players.
I mean, yeah, Jane Daniels threw his helmet. You could see Marcus Mariota come over and console him. There's some injuries that happen in the NFL that you see, and you're like, this is the end for their career.
And the thing, and people are saying that. I mean, he's a torn ACL is not a career-ending injury, but this is his 13th year in the NFL. He's 35, and ACL recoveries can take almost if everything goes perfectly, 6 or 7 months, but they don't always. It can almost always take up to a year.
Yeah.
And I mean, by that time he'll be 36, almost 37. Like it's not looking good. So shout out Zach Ertz. Thoughts up to him. I dropped my pen on the floor.
Yeah, but it's crazy how the mighty have fallen. I thought Von Miller was going to the Commanders to get his 3rd Super Bowl ring, and alas.
Then let's give him one more year. Have him come back.
Yeah. He won't.
In 2026 to the
He had a call with George Pan. He won't.
I know.
They're not going to bring him back. So.
Maybe do you think they'll
retire? Yes.
Yeah, they'll sign him for like a one day.
Yeah, in the offseason or whatever. Yeah, that's going to happen. But I mean, speaking of ACL, another quarterback that did tear his ACL this weekend, the Colts, Daniel Jones.
Tore his Achilles.
Oh, my bad. He tore something. You heard it here. Third. No, so we're talking about injuries now.
Yeah.
And talk about a downward spiral. Just a few weeks ago, we were talking about, man, are the Colts frauds because they have a very hard schedule coming up, and slowly but surely we are seeing that. But now the biggest story for the Colts right now is who the hell is their cornerback going to be? Because get this, right? So Daniel Jones, unfortunately, I am not at all rooting for this injury. I think it's so sad what happened. They went all in on this year. They traded their first pick for next year's draft and their first overall pick for next year's draft for CJ Sauce-Gardner from the Jets. They went all in this year. And Carly Ursay-Gordon, she said, do you want, when they asked, like, hey, can we make this trade? She was like, well, do you want to win now? And they're like, yeah. And she's like, then make the trade. Like, that's a boss move. But this is all just like, you couldn't have seen any of this coming, right? So, Colts don't have a starting quarterback. Daniel Jones, he's out with a torn Achilles. So the backup goes in. That is rookie quarterback Riley Leonard. He comes in, only to suffer a knee injury and is now uncertain for week 15. Oh, wait, but don't you have your original backup, Anthony Richardson? No, he suffered an orbital bone fracture in a freak accident during pregame warmups earlier in the season, and he's currently on IR.
Do you remember what the accident was?
No.
He was warming up with a resistance band, and the band snapped off of what it was like being held onto, and it snapped him in the eye.
Is that what an orbital bone fracture is?
Yeah. God, you're learning so much about...
Ovine and orbital.
All the O's. If Dez is the O encyclopedia. Listen, kids, long time ago, before the internet existed, there were these things called encyclopedias.
Wow.
And in it like one book was A, one book was B, one book was C, and everything you ever needed to know. I don't know why I'm going back to this. Everything you ever needed to know about anything with an A, all the way from anteater and aardvark to arachnophobia and apple bottom jeans would be in that book. So Dez would be killing it on the O book of the encyclopedia. Go ahead, talk about sports.
Oh golly. Okay, back to the Colts quarterback conundrum. Great. So what are they gonna do? Everyone's down for the count. They have an emergency quarterback, which is rookie tight end Tyler Warren is their emergency quarterback. I don't know if you guys remember 2020 Broncos. COVID. This happened with them. So it was oh my God, who was their quarterback? It was Drew Lock.
Yep.
Brett Rippon.
Yep.
And a third one.
Was it Russell Wilson or was it
not
prior?
20? It was that was prior.
Wilson.
Oh my God, I can't think. There's one other. There's three of them, and they're all together. And one of them gets diagnosed with COVID or gets a COVID whatever positive test. So because they're all in the same place, all the quarterbacks are working out together. They all go out.
Yep.
So who comes in? But oh my God, my brain is not working today.
I know. I don't remember either though. I'm sorry.
Shoot.
I'm on it.
The emergency quarterback for the quote COVID game.
I know how to Google things.
Well, I don't know. I'm trying so hard right now.
Kendall Hinton,
who is now...
He was a wide receiver.
Yes, a wide receiver, and now in the Football Hall of Fame for his game coming up. And also, technically, Philip Lindsay did a couple of throws, too, around that time. He had a couple of quarterback throws for that game.
It was Blake Bortles. Wait.
Blake Bortles was the third.
To start against the Saints because all of their other quarterbacks, Driscoll.
Who?
I don't know. Driscoll, the first name's not there. Drew Lock, Brett Rippon, and Blake Bortles.
Blake Bortles, I do remember that. Yes. Okay. Anyways, so there's emergency.
Sorry.
Oh my God, dude.
I'm so sorry.
There's emergency quarterbacks for a reason. The Broncos had to do this. Anyways, so now the Colts, what are they going to do? You know what's so ironic about this whole emergency quarterback thing is who is on the Colts practice squad other than Brett frickin' Rippon.
Rippin' Pippin.
And I was telling Drew, I was like, why are they making their rookie tight end, who is not a quarterback, their emergency QB when they have Brett Rippon on the practice squad? And we'll get into the news that was released today, but what the hell, what are your thoughts about that?
I think they need more quarterbacks. They have no quarterbacks.
Why would they then say this is why would they not elevate Brett? Because you still need a backup. So you still want your rookie tight end to be your backup. You still need to elevate him.
I wonder how long he's been on the practice squad. I don't know if he hasn't been on
he was on the Bengals and then he signed over here.
They might just not feel comfortable with him knowing it. And at least their emergency quarterback, who you said was
a tight end.
A tight end. That person at least has been with the team the entire season, knows the offense.
Damn, I guess. I don't know. You make a good point. It's crazy. But the news.
God, I know, but everyone's just clamoring. What's the news?
The news that came out today. 44-year-old Philip G.D. Rivers.
What's his middle name, do we think?
I don't know. Philip Rivers signed onto the Colts practice squad, a.k.a. they are probably going to start him this next week.
You think so?
What, you want to start with Tyler Warren, rookie tight end Tyler Warren? Who are they going to start?
Philip Michael Rivers and his 10 children.
And his 10
He's
children.
a grandpa.
You know what's crazy? One of his kids
is
older than most of the quarterbacks playing right now.
That's insane. That's insane.
44. So and also he used to play for the Chargers for a very long time. It was back in the Peyton Manning era, and I'd always say Crimea Rivers.
Philip Quivers.
So he's now with the Colts.
He officially retired.
Yep,
it wasn't like
retired.
He was just like waiting for a team. He signed a 1-day contract with the Chargers to retire with them.
Yep.
And now he's playing with the Colts. So
crazy stuff happening over there.
Yeah.
And the last thing I'll say about the Colts, unless you want to chime in anything else, but they started 7-1. They're now 8-5. They lost the last 4, right? People, and his name is Seth, and he goes, "This is our Colts. This is our team. We love them." Blue. And then he goes, "We bleed blue." I'm one of his biggest fans, to be fair.
Okay.
People are coming after him.
How can you? How could you do that?
He literally tweeted and posted on Instagram. He said, "Guys, this isn't my fault. I'm sorry." If you have any heart, internet, stop coming after my boy Seth.
Go lift our boy Seth up.
I know.
Shout out Seth.
But they are saying, so for those that don't know, he created this like Colts anthem, and every time the Colts play a team, he creates a new anthem, and he changes one line per week. So if he's playing the Dolphins, he'll change something about the Dolphins.
Beat the Dolphins. I remember the one a couple years ago was beat the Dolphins. They're useless on dry land, which was funny.
That's so funny, Seth. Look at you go.
I know.
Bars. And the thing is, he's done a couple against the Broncos, and I can't remember because my brain's not working. But a couple weeks ago when they played the Steelers, something happened. Something slipped with Seth. Something like he got a little off balance. And the line for the Steelers was, "Let's break Aaron Rodgers back. This is our Colts. Go Colts." And everyone was like, break Aaron Rodgers' backs. Because all the other ones was like, against the Broncos, it's like, let's show him who the mighty horse is.
He's very tame.
Simple man. Break Aaron Rodgers' back. So, of course, Steelers community comes after him. Seth later has to release an apology video. He's like, "I'm so sorry. This is not what I meant. I really didn't want him to break his back." And there's lots of people that are like, "It's all right, King. We got you. Yeah. We got you." So now this is a debate in the Seth internet Colts world. Some people are thinking that ever since he went insane, not insane, ever since he went brutal, saying we got to break the back, the Colts started losing.
Oh no!
So people are saying, "Look what you did," but maybe he just needs to do that one more time to set
reverse it back
to set the record straight.
Yeah.
Maybe he needs
You know how curses work?
Yeah, so you need to get I think he needs to get a little bit spicy again and maybe I don't even want to say. I don't know what he's going to say, but break Aaron Rodgers back. That could happen, Seth.
I mean, they're playing the Seahawks. What if it's just like, beat the Seahawks, we'll shoot them out of the air. Seth, hit us up. We got some bars for you, my guy.
Shoot them out of the air.
Beat the Seahawks.
Feed them to the wolves.
Yeah.
And they'll chew the bird up.
What the hell was that?
That's my smoothie cup. I was like, I won't hit it down here. That was stupid. Anywhoosie. That's the Colts Jags. So, Colts, you're having a hard time.
Yep. No. Oh, Des really's got to figure out the smoothie situation.
I don't want him to drink the straw.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Back to me. Steelers-Ravens is our last game we're going to talk about because the Ravens are another team that are just flip-flop floundering, which is sad because, as everyone knows, shout out Evan.
Evan.
He's our
music producer.
Our music producer. Thank you for filling in all my words.
Right.
Big-time Ravens fan. Oh, he's on the podcast. What am I talking about?
Yes.
Big-time Ravens fan. So... they also are floundering. They're 6-7, as we famously learned recently. Same record as the Dolphins. Pretty good record. Pretty good. So, but this game, I mean, there was so much weird stuff about this game, especially no one knowing what a catch is. Did you see either of these?
No, I didn't.
So, click on those things and you can watch it. So, there was a moment where Aaron Rodgers threw a ball. It was batted down, and Aaron Rodgers then caught it again, like on his helmet for like 2 seconds, and then a Ravens player got the ball. But they ruled it that Rodgers had control of the ball, and that it was he caught his own pass, and then he was down by contact. Then later, Isaiah Likely, a receiver for the Ravens, had a catch in the end zone where he caught it, ball's not moving at all, 1 step, 2 step, was going for his 3rd step, which is so weird. You need 2 feet in to have a touchdown in bounds. But to have possession, you need to have 2 steps and then make a football move. But if you're in the end zone, all you need is 2 feet. I make it make sense. Anyway, he was going for his 3rd step, and Joey Porter Jr. knocked the ball out, was ruled an incomplete catch. I don't understand it, and we've been playing this game for hundreds of years, and no one knows what things are. No one knows what a catch is. No one knows what pass interference is.
I don't.
No one knows what
neutral
leverage
infraction
is. No one knows anything.
No.
So figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out. What I think was interesting about this game, so many people are coming for Mike Tomlin's head. Steelers, you guys have never had a losing season under him, but like, okay, I guess that's not good enough, whatever. And so everyone was like, this is it. You have to show up because it's a division game. Steelers versus Ravens. Like, I mean, it was a big game for both of them. Both had the same record, right? So Steelers win. Very end. Great. You didn't take Rodgers down. I'm pissed about that. But Mike Tomlin, what does he do? At the very end, he looks at the camera and he blows a kiss.
I missed it.
I'll send you the video eventually.
Okay.
But he blows a kiss, and I think it was a kiss to
the haters.
The haters saying, "Hey, I heard you. You want my job? Watch me keep winning." So I thought that was pretty cool of him, but also crazy stuff. Crazy stuff.
I
know. So, but I think that's about it for everyone that's sort of like sinking on the Titanic.
I agree.
We have the life raft, and then we have those that are now frozen in the water.
And you know what's so funny? The Chiefs have the same record as the Dolphins. The Ravens have the same record as the Dolphins. And the Chiefs and the Ravens are sinking. The Dolphins
are rising.
Because
dolphins swim.
I was going to do that.
Oh. It's all right. But you know, it's time for
Des and Drew's Dumb Money Bet.
And guess what, you guys? We bet this week and we lost. Again. Drew, go ahead and go over yours.
I did a little 4-leg parlay As a reminder, 4 legs, it means you bet on 4 different things to happen. Parlay means you need all those things to happen to win any money. So I bet on Justin Herbert with his bum little left hand throwing a touchdown pass. Guess what? He did. I bet on Saquon Barkley to have a rushing or receiving touchdown. Guess what? He did. Then Jalen Hurts didn't throw a touchdown, and A.J. Brown caught balls left and right except in the end zone. So those 2 things didn't happen because Jalen Hurts needed to have a passing touchdown, and A.J. Brown needed to catch a touchdown. So that did not happen. I bet $10. I would have won $70, and I didn't win any money, and I keep having to put money into my account, and I'm going to have to talk to you this month about rent.
So my bets, I did Amari Hampton less than 11.5 rushing yards. Got it. Justin Herbert less than 215 passing yards. Got it. Jake Elliott, which is the Eagles kicker, less than basically 2 field goals, and the Eagles could not score to save their lives last night. I thought this was going to be their comeback game, so I was like, why would they ever need to kick field goals? But let me tell you, I want to tell you why I did the under on these bets.
Yeah,
right?
hit me.
Okay. I have a connection. I have a guy, right?
On the inside?
I have a guy on the inside. We've mentioned before, we have a couple people that live in Vegas, right? And everyone knows if you're from Vegas, you're in the mob, okay? That's actually what they always say. Yes, you're in the mob. And so I have a connection. Is he in the mob? I don't know, but he does work for a betting company out there. And I can't say which one because then you'll know who I'm talking about. And
I already
maybe
know
other
who
people.
you're talking about.
Oh, well, just pretend like you don't because I don't want them to do a hit on you. I'm safe. They're not going to kill me. They could, they're not going to they might come after you.
Me?
Yeah.
What did I do?
I don't know. You know what we did? The one thing. Okay, wait. I'm jumping around. Okay, so there's a lot of hubbub right now about the Raiders-Broncos game. And let me tell you why. I had to learn a little bit about betting, right? Whoa, who is she? So the spread was 7.5. So what that means is if you bet on the Broncos to win, that they needed to win by 7.5 more points. So technically 8. So 7 is pretty tricky. So basically you need to win by a touchdown and let's say a field goal or 2 touchdowns, right?
You can also bet on the Raiders to cover the spread, which means they can still lose. But if they lose by less than 7.5, your bet hits.
Yes, correct. So the spread was 7.5 and the total was 40.5. Okay, great. The Raiders are down by 10. There's 4 seconds left. It is 24-14. That means there is 10 points. If you bet the Broncos to win by 7.5, you would have cashed in. If you bet on the Broncos, you would have cashed in. There's a penalty. There's a weird delay of game penalty, whatever. So then the Raiders are like, you know what? We're going to kick a field goal, which makes it 24-14 instead of going for a touchdown, which people are like, that's fishy. And they're calling it a backdoor cover. Basically saying that people on the inside rigged this in a sense of Pete Carroll knew what the spread was, and my guy on the inside says it's pretty common that players and coaches do know what spreads are and what the over-under is. And what he said is I think this was an FU to everyone who bet on the Broncos to win because he knew that it had to be 7.5. So he said, if I just get a field goal, if I just get those extra 3 points, all those people that bet on the Broncos to win, which a lot of people probably didn't win.
Because to be fair, the field goal meant nothing to them. The field goal was kicked. The game expired. Like the field goal does nothing for them.
So if you bet on the Raiders, you won money to cover the spread.
Yes.
For no reason besides covering the spread, a field goal was kicked. Yep. Okay? So people are pretty crazy about that. So I promise I'm getting to the point. So one piece of advice my mob friend gave me is he said most fans are overzealous because of a majority of fans that bet, they want to bet the over. Like, you want Justin Herbert to throw over 215 yards.
All 4 of my bets were overs.
I saw that. And he goes, that's how typically Vegas makes their money because you don't want to root for a person to do bad. You want to see a good game. So most of the time, that's how Vegas gets their money. So that's why I did all 3 unders. And I said, I'm not going to be overzealous. And you know what that makes us, Drew? I also learned another term. That makes us square bettors. That's what we're called. There's sharp bettors and there's square bettors.
Sharp or sharp?
Sharp. And he goes, we go off of what sharp bettors typically do and look at the trends that they're going after, and we adjust our money lines. And I go, what about those that aren't good? And he goes, oh, we call those square bettors. And I said, so us? And he goes, well, ellipses. So we are square bettors in the eyes of the mob. We keep giving our money.
So this mob guy is a he.
Oh, God. Drew, I told you they're going to have a hit out for you if you figure out too much.
Why? What did I do?
You can't figure out too much.
That's why they took me out.
Yeah.
Like, that guy Drew was recognized everywhere and he was too smart.
Yep. So my goal by the end of the season is to become a sharp better, because right now I'm square and I freaking hate it.
Let's still sharpen up.
I know, but
I feel good about this week in my bets.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know what they are yet, but I feel good about them.
Okay, primetime picks. Let's wrap this sucker up.
Let's land the plane.
Okay, Falcons at Bucks. This one, I'm not going to lie to you. This one was a tricky one. I was going...
Really?
I'll tell you why in a sec. But we have Falcons at Bucks. We are going to turn these over in 3.
Hold on.
Oh my God. 2?
Hold on. 1.
1.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, he had to draw an eye patch. That's why it took him a while.
Wow, you got it immediately, though.
Yeah, like a pirate.
I know, but I didn't think you were going to guess what that is. For people who can't see, I drew it really well, so it makes sense why she could guess. Is it 2 C's or 1 C in Bucks?
I have to Google it every time. I'm pretty sure it's 2.
Okay.
Why'd you choose Bucks?
I have a friend who I work with who's a Falcons fan, and so my antenna's up just a little bit more on the Falcons this year, and they are just I was right?
It's 1 C.
They are just, talk about downward spiral.
Yeah.
And talk about birds being shot out of the air. The Falcons are falling to their
But one thing that is interesting that I was back and forth, Bucks are too. Bucks are too. They're not doing well. Both Bucks just lost to the GDSs.
I know.
Saints.
I know, got it.
I think that's why I think it was pretty in the middle. But at the end of the day, it's a divisional game. It's going to be at Tampa Bay.
Yep.
I think they want to come back after losing to the Saints, but you never know. Crazier things can happen.
Agreed.
Let's go Sunday night game, baby.
Ooh.
What do we got?
I don't know. You already have yours?
No. Who is it?
Oh, sorry. Tell the teams. Vikings at Cowboys.
Okay. Yes, I have mine. You should prep this before we go into
I do.
this
Is a tough one for me.
Okay. Well, I'm turning mine around in 3, in 2.
Hold on.
And Drew, we gotta wrap this up.
I
Stop
know.
drawing pictures.
1.
Okay. All right. So I said Cowboys. He said Vikings. Why'd you say Vikings?
I think J.J. McCarthy had his first good game. I think they just had a solid game. They're getting some things moving. I think the Cowboys always flounder. I've actually been rooting for the Cowboys. Not rooting for them, but I've been like, they've had some stuff kind of coming up. But every year I just see this is a game that they will lose. And I just feel it. I feel it in my fingers and I feel it in my toes. So.
Aww. I chose the Cowboys. It's going to be in Dallas. And the Vikings, they just absolutely whooped the last team they played. That's the Commanders, okay? I don't think it's much of a showing. I don't think JJ is back. I think the Cowboys are going to want to have a comeback after that Lions game. They're still top offense in the NFL. Well, probably top 5 now. I haven't looked at the standings in a while for a reason. And I think George Pickens will want to go out there and prove that he's not a lazy POS.
Ooh, because he heard Dez.
Because he heard me say that. Yes, he did. I think other people have said it too, but you heard it here.
Foist.
5th. All right. And then our final Monday night game, we have the Dolphins at Steelers. All right. We are going to turn our choices around in 3, 2, and 1.
So, hands are down. I'm not turning over my thing yet, but I'm showing you that I can't change my thing. But I'm going to say something. I am a really competitive person. And if I wanted to get back at Dez and try and make some wins, I would pick the Steelers because the Steelers are favored and most people would probably think the Steelers are going to win. Except me. I'm staying with my team. I'm always staying with my team. Ride or die.
Wow.
Fins up. Like I said, I feel good about this game. We've played the Steelers on Monday night and like primetime games a lot sometimes. and I feel like they've been good games. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Mike Tomlin, you want to come blow me a kiss? Don't. Dolphins by 10.
Okay. I think the Dolphins are going to
You do
win.
actually?
I really do. I also think the Des dummy magic is real, so I'm going to put all my manifestation in behind. I really want to see you win. I hate Aaron Rodgers that much.
Wow.
I hate him that much. Also, I don't know. I think the Steelers don't got it. They had a flash in the pan. Same thing with the Bills. I think that's what happened last week, and I think the Dolphins, they're fighting for it. They're going to be fighting for it. I want to see some magic happen that Monday night. I want to be very clear. I was so on the fence. This was a toss-up, but I did it. So there you go. There you go, Drewski.
So if anyone knows, the Vikings-Cowboys game is going to be our push-it game.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens.
Wow, with all that being said, I made it through.
I'm really proud of you, Des.
You carried that rock.
Uh-huh, that's what they say.
You carried it.
So as always, if you ever see me, you want to flick up.
Drew thinks he's a celebrity now.
And for any of you sports ballers out there, if you want to do a DNA test, make sure you read the kit before you shove something up your dog's nose.
And with that being said,
go Broncos!